Hey everybody, I'd like to let you know that the retreat I'm leading to Iona on the 18th of March with Spiritual Directors International has had 3 spaces open up. So if you're interested, there's a little video that I'll show you after this of an interview I gave recently with SDI, and yeah, check it out. The peace of the earth be with you, peace of the heavens too.
I'm here today with Simon Devoyle, who will be leading our retreat to Iona, Scotland this March. And I will be with him as SDI's liaison. We'll have other people joining us as well, and it'll be an awesome time. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. Do you tell us a little bit about your connection to Iona and what it is especially that makes the island so precious to you?
Oh, I've been going there my whole life, so it feels like a part of me. It's a part where I can connect with my child self, my younger adult self, and but it's a very magical place, not just for me. And it's called a thin place. So thin meaning the distance between heaven and earth is tissue thin, and it really feels like a deeply sacred place for me.
So, Simon, we're staying on Iona for 8 days, and we have some awesome plans to interweave your music into what we're doing on each day's events. Can you kind of paint us a picture of what that kind of looks like?
Yeah, well, I first looked at planning the days in a very sensible workshop planning mindset, and then took a step back and thought, oh, no, we're going to enter this through the soul. And the best way that I think I can do that is by choosing a song for each day that is our guide as we explore the island. Now, I am somebody that's very much of the oral tradition, and songs speak to me. They are very sacred to me. And so we're going to do this with, rather than reading, with listening. And we're going to listen to songs. But people also talk about Visio Divina with art and images. And there is a lot of sacred art connected with Iona. And we're going to have an artist in residence with us as well, who's going to be creating art and also helping us creatively explore as well. My friend Keegan's going to come. So that whole creative way of making sense of our experience, I think will really deepen our reflection, deepen our listening.
Do you have any sort of advice you'd give people who are traveling there for the very first time?
I know it's still pandemic, and it's going to be more difficult for people to travel safely, but this is it's often a once in a lifetime experience. Once you get onto the airplane or you start your travel, then you begin to take the layers off. And the island is very much present time, right? So it starts with the journey there, and it will instruct you. It is your teacher. You just need to show up.
So, Simon, do you have any final thoughts that you'd like to share with all the people who will be joining us on this exciting adventure?
No, but I got a little secret.
Tell.
And the little secret is I left Iona in August of 2008. And ever since then, people have asked me to take them to Iona. And I've always said, no. I can't do that. And this is the first time, all these years later, 13 years later, that I'm actually going to Iona and sharing it with people. So I'm very excited. This has been a long time coming, and I am so ready.
Deep peace falling over you, God's peace growing in you. I have loved and known Iona my whole life. It's a place that just lives in me wherever in the world I go. So Iona is a very unusual place. It's first of all, it's profoundly beautiful. It has a peace, and there's a bunch of legends about that peace. That at the end of the world, Iona will always be the same. And that's the reason that there's a bunch of kings buried there. Macbeth is supposed to be buried there. Well, we're going to be having this retreat during the spring equinox on Iona, which, first of all, it was the island of the Druids long before the Celtic monks arrived. So there's just a shimmer of that Druidic presence there, absolutely. But also, it's a time the seas are wild. You don't know what the weather's going to be. The mosses and the weather it will be. We don't know if it'll be nice weather, but I tell you what, there'll be lots of it and it'll be very special. It's a great time of year to be on Iona. And the other thing that's so magical about Iona is it doesn't belong to any tradition. You know, a lot of the people who come there have got nothing to do with Christianity. And then there's a bunch of people that do too. It's a place that welcomes all. It is the home of many spiritual traditions, and I love that about it. There's a lot of New Agey people and Druids and Orthodox Christians. There's all sorts of people, and they all catch the ferry and they all sit down next to each other in the pub, and the differences melt away. I'm hoping that people that come to this retreat will really deepen in their listening. You know, I'm a musician, I've got my guitar on. We're in a place where you listen to Spirit, you listen to the earth. And as a musician, more than half my job is to listen to which notes are not to be sung, to which notes are to be sung, which is so much the core ingredient of spiritual companioning, I think, which is deep, deep listening. And there's nowhere better to do that than Iona, and to use music and nature as our allies. We're going to have a good time.